If I were to do a full photo shoot, this is how I would do it. We have to, of course, start with an iconic location. Maybe a park, maybe the streets, maybe somewhere with the Pride and Prejudice feel like the Italian gardens in Hyde Park, somewhere with these orange leaves. I actually did a photo shoot like this last year and it turned out so great. And if we can find a place with fog, so England actually has the most beautiful fog. I even took this photo last year and honestly, like, it just adds such an incredible vibe. If you want this mood board or want to do a photo shoot with me, comment mood and I'll send you the link. Once we have the location, let's get the outfits together. Obviously, we have to start with a signature trench. You could go for something classic like Burberry or Baba, or even something more minimalist and contemporary. Zara, Maison Margiela, Balenciaga does some really great silhouettes. And if you can't afford to buy one, you can even rent or maybe ask to borrow for a fashion brand. Oh, and sorry to be annoying, but please could you like and subscribe? That would really help me in this channel. I have to ask. And if you want to be experimental, maybe even a crazy coat like this. And depending on what your landscape looks like, maybe even some unconventional colors. Red looks really good against green, for example, and purple looks really cool against more yellowy hues. But generally speaking, I would stick to more earthy colors. I prefer something a bit more monochrome. So some of these, for example. And coats look super cool when there's motion. As temperatures are dropping, you could run around and that adds so many layers. It adds so much movement. You can get some cool blurry shots. In terms of shoes, I would definitely go for a really cool boot. Maybe like this or like this. You know what I mean? It just looks so cool. Barefoot looks cool, but you might be a bit cold. Wellies could also be a vibe, but they might be a bit heavy, you know, having the long coat and the tall wellies, but it could also be a vibe if you're into that. Underneath, you can pair it with a nice sweater or a mini skirt. I love it when you can see like a bit of leg, so I definitely pair it with a mini skirt rather than like something too heavy. I love whatever is happening here too. You know what? Adding a spring or summer dress, like mixing the seasons is just I love it. Maybe something from Chloe or For Love and Lemons. Boho chic looks really cool with a trench coat. You can even get some statement jewelry. I prefer more minimalist makeup, but since it's Halloween around the corner, you could go a bit more dark, like smoky eye. In terms of props, I would find a chair, maybe a bench, maybe even finding a field with some tall hay. So we have the location, we have the outfits, the props. Let's start shooting. I would start with some wide shots just to get the full picture. And again, usually during fall, there are these beautiful colors, these oranges, maybe a bit of fog. So I would really capture all of that. It just sets the scene and creates this beautiful image. As always, I would do some classic shots, maybe like this, looking straight to the camera, just to really warm up and make sure we get something that we can definitely post regardless. I love whatever is happening here, honestly, beautiful. Then I would do some sitting shots. So again, on a chair and a bench, whatever that is, hopefully the light would be good. And if it starts raining, I don't like rain, but I mean, just look at some of these shots. They look so cool. Then I would add some movement, maybe twirling, having the trench coat kind of like fly out in this, not in the sky, but you know, just float around. Maybe even take it off. I love these like blurry photos. And whenever you're twirling around or adding a lot of motion, a good trick is to just close your eyes because sometimes the eyes could look quite weird in motion. So yeah, I would close your eyes and just twirl around, smile, laugh, maybe even roll around, again, depending on the weather and the condition of the ground. So if you're in London, try and stay off the ground actually. If you can find some animals, that would be so cool. Like imagine with, you know, some Shetland ponies or horses, rabbits, chickens. I love this photo by Natalia Korpachenko, like just grabbing a few animals and taking photos with them. I just think it adds so much magic to the shot. You could also invite your friends to come around or even your family. Fall is a really cool time for family photos. You can get the kids running around, playing with the leaves. I would also grab some props, some leaves, you know, playing around with your environment, seeing what you can peek through or throw around. That would add just like a really nice extra touch. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want me to do anything else in this style, maybe an engagement shoot or a winter shoot, and do check out some of my other videos for more inspiration.